Oh my God, that's horrible. What is up, y'all? We went live. We're live here. We're going to call your leads. My camera is horrible. I can tell you right now that is going to be the first investment. Look how bad that is. What is going on with this? Let's get out of some tabs. Make sure my phone is not connected to the Wi-Fi. Turn it off. Boom. All right. Let's just get right to it. You guys will join in. And all right. Let's call it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, phone number. We're going to call on-market property right now down in Chrissy, Texas. This is one of your leads. This is one of the leads that you guys submitted for me to call. Let's do this then. 36.
Hello?
Hi, is this Alice?
Yes.
Hey, Alice, this is Landon. My partner Hector gave you a call earlier today, and he said I needed to beat cheeks and get on the phone with you.
I've received several subject to offers. If you'd like to submit one, I can send you my email address.
Yeah, I 100% want to do that. He said he wanted me to get on the phone with you because you're an agent, that you're having your client consult an attorney, or you have an attorney, which is amazing. I never hear agents do that.
Yes. If you would send me your email address, I can send you my email address to this phone number. And if you'd like to submit an offer, please do. I'm not trying to be rude, but I have been on the phone for so long regarding subject to offers.
Oh my gosh. With this property or all of yours?
With this property.
Oh my gosh.
So, the update that I gave is the God honest truth.
I believe you. No. That's not why I'm not trying to sell you right now. I'm just trying to learn a little bit more so I can get you that offer. That's all it is. And also too, like I speak to agents pretty much every day, and hearing one having their client consult an attorney is amazing because not many agents do that. Like they usually just entrust in me, which is scary, but it's just cool to hear that agents are doing that now and consulting their real estate attorneys.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
So just to give you a heads up, she's behind about $15,000.
Okay, great.
Owes about $270,000.
Okay.
The property is current at $229,000.
Yep, I see that here.
She's going through a divorce.
Oh my gosh.
In her name. So, and the husband is very cooperative. So those are the main details.
You're good. I get it. That's a tough situation. Okay. And it sounds like, I guess, timeline-wise, when she's going to accept an offer. I don't want to waste your time or waste mine. When's the best time, or I guess, when's the shot clock going to expire so I can get something in front of you? Tomorrow? Okay.
Yes.
And then is there a timeline in which she wants to have it closed by? Is it by the end of the year?
Yes.
Okay, great. No, I'm just trying to understand things. When I write up an offer, I want to put something in there that you're like, nope, that's going to get beat out. That's going to get beat out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. I can send you my email address. You can
yeah, please do.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So I try to keep her on the phone as much as possible, but on that one, and I have my friend Jordan here. He'll pop his head in here. There's only 6 of us here. Oh, one more. You're good. My buddy Jordan here. She was like just trying to get me off the phone the entire time. You know what I mean? I was just trying to over talk to try and just keep her on the phone to open up a little bit. She's getting beat up with these offers. I was trying to, I guess, make her feel proud that she has an attorney. Because most agents I've spoken with are not like suggesting their attorney should look at the contract, let's say, or whatever. Like usually it's not the case. Usually it's just like, hey, what deals have you done? Send me your credibility. And then from there, it's like, okay, cool. You know, let's move forward. But so that's pretty cool that they're doing that. Brokerage that's requiring it. I don't know. You know, I was trying to pull that out of her, but again, she wasn't wanting to have it. But this is a great example where, and this is a deal, it reminds me of a deal we did in Dallas, Texas, where the agent texted me and said, please submit best and final by this date. And I gave him a call, and it just came down to that. Who's going to give the seller the most amount of money? We already went through the objections. We already went through the attorney. We already did this. You guys are all offering the same exact thing. We're not, by the way. Not everyone's offering the same exact thing. Contracts are different. Buyers are different. It's wild. But they think it's all the same thing. But anyway, so then it comes down to who can give her the most amount of money. So do you guys want me to send you, there's 7 of you here. Fuck it, let's just do this. I'm going to drop this in here. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to drop that link in there. I was going to drop the Zillow link in there for you guys to look at. But so she said a couple of things, right? She said that the gal's $15K behind on payments, yep. Right? The list price she said was $229. So let's call it $230,000. Here's a little nugget, you guys, is that, God, my camera. Okay. I need a sponsor. Look how bad that is, dude. It's Rich. This was tough. My camera was tough, pal. Okay. I should probably just do it from my phone. But the list price is $30,000. So that for me, I know that made it sound like a lot. I can assign this property. That didn't help putting my thumb over it at all. I can assign this property for $23,000. Okay. I can sell this property for $23,000. It's already $15K in arrears. That means I have to come to the table with that to reinstate the loan, plus some fees. So it's likely going to be about $17K. Okay. Plus the agent wants a commission, probably wants 2%. I can probably 2%, $4,500. So now we're at $2,100. This isn't a deal. Because if I'm assigning it for $23K, I have to pay $17K in reinstatement plus all the missed payments. Plus I have to pay $4,500 for the agent's commission. That leaves me $2,000. That's assuming everything goes perfect. Right? Right. Does that make sense? Do you understand that? Rich, do you understand that? I see you're hanging out here. Lionel, in the chat, drop that you understand what I'm saying there, or if you have any questions. And we'll call another one here. But this isn't a deal. And so I got to talk to the guy who sent that to me. So that's what it's all about, is just trying to get on the phones. Let's try to get another one on the phone here. Yes. Okay, cool. Glad you got it, dog. Cool. That's all it's about. I'm just making sure we're on the same page. Not enough meat on the bone. Bingo. That's all. Like if like, so I could assign it for $35K. I just assume 10% of list price, guys. Just use that as round numbers. It's not always perfect like that. It's not always perfect like 10% of list price, but that's the number I'm starting off of. So whatever the list price is of the home, it's a $400,000 home. I can likely assign the property as the entry fee is $40K. Yeah, I'm loading up PropStream right now. If you guys don't have PropStream, go into my Linktree and Instagram. I have an affiliate link. You guys can get a discount to get in on it and get a free trial. I love PropStream. It works great. I'm loading up PropStream right now. I'm just going to grab a listing on PropStream and just call it for you guys. Let's pick a market that I invest in. Let's see if there's any goodies. Any good. Let's see anyone. Pending. You son of a gun. On market 10 days. You guys want to hear a pending conversation? Would that help you? That's kind of niche, but we can have it if you want. I'll give you guys the talk track for a pending. Yeah, 100% Rich. She was overwhelmed. Let's just call this one. Yep, that's what I'm doing, Sean. I'm going to make some cold calls. I'm going to, I'm calling a pending listing right now. Oh, you know, when you look at someone, you're like, this guy will not do subject to. I'm looking at agent's face. What do you think? No, this guy will not, dude. All right, let's do this thing. but just listen to my energy, listen to my how I'm building a relationship. Okay.
Hi, this is Dave.
Hey, Dave, this is Landon. How's it going, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Hey, calling about one of your listings here off 28th Street. Do you have a second to chat? I see it's pending, but I just wanted to quickly chat with you. I guess how far along in the process are you guys with that purchase?
They just had the home inspection.
Oh, okay.
Today.
Oh, wow, way cool. So you guys are still super early. Okay, great. No, my wife sent it over to me, and it was a freaking cutie pie. We're up here in Bend, and then we saw on your listing description that it's a perfect spot for a short-term rental. We own quite a few short-term rentals in Montana, Oregon, and Arizona, and so she was like, "Hey, you need to give David a call."
Well, what can I do for you?
I guess, I mean, you just passed inspection there, and so I guess you're probably pretty confident that this one's going to close. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way cool. Okay. But no, yeah, I mean, looking at picking up more investment properties, I'm trying to get 2 more before the end of the year for tax purposes, and obviously, more assets on real estate. But yeah, just super interested in this market, and then also the short-term rental space too.
Yeah. I mean, the Redmond's still pretty easy, so.
Yep.
They just acquired the business license.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I was really surprised that I didn't get more inquiries from people looking for short-term rentals, because this is like dialed in and ready to go. Yeah.
Are the sellers selling it furnished or no?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, it's negotiable.
Yeah.
Not everything, but I think a fair amount might be. They're still undecided because they're not sure if they wanted to go out of state or not.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I was shocked because I thought that was made a perfect one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I mean, it's only been on market a couple of days, and so this was my first time seeing it when my wife sent it over to me, or I would have called you 10 days. But
gotcha.
It's nice to see that, properties are moving quickly for you, especially one, being in the winter, and two, with interest rates the way that they are.
Yeah, well, this one had an assumable loan on it, 3%.
Ooh, is that what they're doing? They're assuming it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had a FHA loan.
Yep.
So we're going through the process, just got that started. So.
Yeah, I've done from on the investing side, we don't do many assumptions, but funny enough, we've actually purchased a few rental properties when sellers are attempting to sell their homes on assumptions, and then they get 60, 90 days into the assumption process and get fatigued, or the inspection comes back and there's something wrong, and the sellers are like, well, I've moved on, I'm 3 months into this thing. Maybe you can educate me. So the FHA assumption process, like from a timeline standpoint, a structure standpoint, what does that typically look like?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. You have to do the assumption because you are assuming their loan.
Right.
So it goes with the servicer, whoever servicing that loan is. You have to meet their, qualifications.
Yeah,
and
underwriting. Right.
Basically straight up like anything else.
Right.
If you got good income, they're gonna assume that they're gonna pass it. So, but it's. They don't make any money off of it, so they're, it's not a high priority. So I would allow 90 days, for them to do all their due diligence work, and, so they're fitting it in when they're doing other things, that make them money. So
True. Everyone's got to make a nickel for sure. No, the reason I asked, I'm just simply curious on the FHA side of things, because I know on the VA loan assumption standpoint, if you're a veteran, you can assume it, and it doesn't, it removes the entitlements. If you're non-VA, it does lock up their entitlements. assumption. And then just that loan process is a headache, or excuse me, the inspection process is a headache and all that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, VA's gonna, they're not assuming it with nothing down like a normal VA.
right.
So they're putting, they have to make up the difference between the list price and the
Oh,
loan
okay.
amount.
Okay.
That part, and this is a really good, ratio. So, it could be that if a vet had it for a year or two and really didn't get any principal out, and from that loan, they're going to be probably as difficult as one could be.
Yep.
Because, like you said, a non-vet can assume a veteran's loan. So, I just think that's going to take an extra bit of time, to push it through that.
100%. And that's what ended up happening. We purchased a property up in Kalispell, Montana, and we kept it as a short-term rental there. And it was a VA loan, and it sat on market for, I think, 90 days or so, let's say. And they had received an assumable offer. And after like 60 days, they just got fatigued by it and were wanting to move before the winter and all this and that. And so what we ended up doing with that one there is actually doing an informal assumption. So we actually purchased it using a mirror wrap. And, and so we just took over the payments of the loan. We did lock up his entitlements because we're not veterans ourselves. And we purchased it with our LLC for the property. And so that was just a solution for him because we're able to, there's no real inspections, there's no appraisals, there's no financing contingencies, and we closed it in like 2 weeks. Sometimes that's a square peg for a round hole,
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, looks like you guys hit the nail on the head there.
Right. It just has to be the right fit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have another property I'm going to list, but it's going to be more of the bones are good and everything, but the family that's been living in it, they're getting a divorce, and they just never really took care of stuff. There's a lot of deferred maintenance, and I don't really know what price it's going to be at yet. I'm trying to get a handle on that, but it's got a big yard, alley access. It's zoned R1, so I haven't looked up the ADU requirements for R1. They're meant to be big lots. It's easier with a zone with an R2 or R3 or R4. But it's an 1,800 square foot house, single level. And, a guy might be able to pick it up. It's probably going to be around 4. It might be a little over, a little under. I just, when I first saw it, it's like, oh shit, this is going to take some work.
Yep.
But it's not structural work. It's just cleaning and doing maintenance and paint and caulking and stuff. So, is
that there in Redmond or is that in Bend?
No, that's in Redmond.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to take a look at that. Yeah, we just purchased rental property off Quartz Avenue just a month ago that needed exactly, I think, what you're saying there. It just needed the lipstick. It needed new carpet, some paint and caulking. We had to replace a window as well, and we kept that one as a long-term rental.
This would make a good long-term because the house is good size. It's family. They don't have a garage. They converted the garage years ago. But it's got parking in the back, alley access, big yard, really nice, like 0.28 yard. And it's, like I say, it's 4-bedroom, and I think there's 2 full baths and a half bath.
That's perfect.
So it'd be like a really good family home. And, you wouldn't, if you're going to rent it to a family, you wouldn't put a lot into getting it perfect because it doesn't need to be perfect.
Nope.
But it's off of Maple.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maple and 9th. So that would be easy shopping and, kind of easy to get to schools and over by the Dry Canyon and
hiking. The walking trail. Yeah. Right.
So I can, I won't probably know till next week sometime.
Okay.
Kind of where, the husbands are with 3 kids and they don't do anything. And he's got a full-time job and is trying to, get it ready. And, just, I'm offering him some help, but I don't, he hasn't taken me up on it yet, but we'll see. I won't meet or look at the property again until probably, Monday, Tuesday next week.
Okay. Yeah, right before the holiday. Well, is this your cell phone?
Yep.
Why don't you do me this? I can text you after this with my contact card.
Yeah.
And why don't you just, if you don't mind, I'm not going to go anywhere with this. If you want to text me the address, I can take a look at it for you. And from just an online research standpoint, and see if it might be potentially a good fit. And then when you get a little bit closer to potentially listing it, I might be able to present an offer to you. Cause like I said, we're buyers, we're looking to, I don't know if they're looking for a cash offer or a conventional.
They did a VA, and I think, I've looked at too many numbers today to know which one's which, but they didn't put a lot down, but I think there's about 150, 100, maybe 200 equity in there.
Okay.
Kind of when they bought it, because they bought it back in 16,
Perfect.
August 2016. So, one might want to go the VA route. I just don't know. He needs to get bought out. So I don't think he'll go for it because he's buying another place that his parents have in Redmond. So they want him to buy that. So they're going to help him out a little bit. So,
way cool. Good for him.
Anyway,
yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Text me or stuff, and I'll get in touch with you.
Sounds good, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, bye.
All right. So right there, guys, thank you for hanging out. I know my camera's terrible. We're gonna, is my audio okay though? Let me know if my audio is okay. I wonder if I can go live on.
People that were texting me said that you were lagging pretty bad.
My audio was too.
Yeah, this is kind of hard.
Oh no, audio's better now. I'm so sorry, guys. That's on me. Okay. Sean, I'm sorry, dude. Okay. I'm figuring it out. But let me talk about this real quick, you guys. So that call right there, for those of you who just joined, that was a pending listing. Okay. I called that agent on a pending listing. They had the inspection today on a property. We built up some rapport. We had a conversation about an informal assumption or a mirror wrap we purchased. And then he started talking about another listing he's going to have coming down the chute. That's the benefit of calling pending listings, is building relationships with agents about other listings that they have coming down the chute. That's a pocket listing for him. Now, it may not be a deal, right? You heard a little bit of the details of the situation and whatnot, but the reality is like that could have been. You never know. It's all about relationships, guys. And so I hope you saw that. I hope you got value out of that. And so I think the biggest thing that I want you guys to walk away with from today is to call the pending listings, no matter what. Ask how far along in the process they are, see where it's at, because there's multiple hurdles that come to get to the finish line. Number one is an inspection. Number two is an appraisal. With this case, it's an assumption. So they have the FHA inspection. And number four, the financing contingency. They have to come up with the difference between what's owed and the list price, right? And so he's going to call me on, or I'm going to text him right now. Let me do that right now while I'm sitting here so I don't forget, because I will. Where'd he go? No, what I was meaning, I think someone said eight. What I mean in there is I looked at his profile photo on his realtor website, and usually you can tell by looking at someone, you're like, this person's not going to be not a good listener. They believe their ways and they're not going to listen. I just felt like it was going to go into that, and clearly I was wrong. This guy was great. So here's what I'm going to do. His name, I've already forgot his name. Was it David? I think it was David. Here's a little hack for you guys. Yep, David. I'm going to send a voice memo. Hey, David, it's Landon. Hey, great chatting with you a little bit ago. Look forward to hearing about that property. I'll text you over my contact information right now. Just send him a voice memo that personalizes our conversation, that personalizes what we just talked about. And then two, I can always go back and listen to that again and go, oh yeah, that's who this was. And then I'm going to copy link, paste, boom. So here's what it looks like. My camera's trash, but you get it. Hold on. So I'm going to cover up his number so you knuckleheads don't steal it. I don't think you will, but right there, I send out, you can't see anything. This is terrible. That's on me, guys. I'm sorry. So I sent him a text, like an actual text that, hey, David, it's Landon. That's an MO that was like introducing, you guys heard it there. And then I sent him my contact card. My contact card has like my email, has my Instagram, has like who I was as a profile. He can go on there and go, oh, this guy's real. This guy's legit, you know? So okay, let's do another one here. God, dude, I need, you guys want to crowdfund a camera for me to do more content? Bingo. Exactly, Rich. Lead with doing more than what anyone else is willing to do. What do you think everyone else would do? They would just send the contact card and leave it at that. I'm going to go above and beyond so he remembers me, and I'm going to be memorable. Let's go to another one. And yes, like these are the conversations we're having. Oh, this looks like a cutie. What's the story on you? Oh, boom. What's the program here? What's your deal? I like this property. I've clicked on it once. Why did I click on it? Oh, I think I've called on this. Yes. Last sold. Oh, it sold. Never mind. I was going to say, dude, I've called this guy before. All right. Yeah, it stands out. You want to stand out. Let's find one more for you guys. This one might have a ton of equity, though. He has a VA loan, 2.8%. I'm in Phoenix, Sean. I say I'm in Bend because my number is from Bend. That's where I'm from and born and raised. But when I'm calling in specific areas, I like to, that I'm from, I will say I'm.
Builds like instant credibility and rapport.
100% instant credibility and rapport. You know, here's another one. I think it went pending though, actually. Yep. Thanks, Rich. Dude, it's so bad. I feel like my bandwidth, dude. Smith Rock, dude, exactly. I went to Redmond High School, dude. Look me up. Oh my God, Jennifer. I literally just called an agent in Redmond. Right there. In your backyard. Why am I calling in your backyard, Jennifer? You should be calling him. Let's pick a different county. I want to get away from Jennifer. She's going to do all the deals. Ooh. I like this. Right by the hospital? Oh, God. That's a freaking gangster property, though, dude.
Pretty tight.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But she's asking too much money. That's not a deal. All right. What? I've called all these. I buy all over Ace, other than South Dakota. And anywhere like Midwest-ish, sort of. I'll buy Kansas City. I do a follow-up. I can do a follow-up call. I have one in here I need to make. number. You can move all that stuff if you want to sit down.
Hello.
Hey, Shelly, how's it going?
Good.
Good. This is Landon. We spoke a week ago. I don't know when it was.
Yeah.
I sent you over the VA entitlement information, and I think Louis reached out to you a couple of days ago or something, but I wanted to reach out to you and see if you had a chance to speak with your seller or anything. Or
Oh, I'm sorry, my kids.
You're good. I love it.
He is not. My seller is not being responsive.
Oh, fair enough.
Nor as his wife, which surprised me. I sent it to both of them, so I can maybe get her buy-in, and maybe she would because I think she's more like, let's get this over with kind of thing.
Sure.
Anyway, I haven't talked to them because they won't respond. I did email everything, and I was like, I think we should really talk, about this thing. And let me explain to you, or even jump on a call with this gentleman. Seems like, they have done more than a couple of these.
Correct.
And this one might be worth, at least hearing what they have to say. And I've got nothing.
Fair enough.
So I don't know.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
I'm wondering, and I appreciate your efforts. And I mean, listen, if, we can't force a rope, we can't push a rope, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm not going to try and force something on him if he's not comfortable doing so. But I'm also wondering too, if I were to write up a formalized like purchase contract that you can all present to him on paper from our standpoint too.
And I have to then send it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just wondering if my team were to do that and get that in front of you and that gets in front of them, maybe he'll respond.
Yeah. Go ahead and write it up. I mean, because your the brief explanation that he said, or you guys sent, like Steve Jackson shoes. Either one. Don't wear your black one. Don't wear your navy one.
How old again? How old are your kids?
He's 6.
Oh my gosh, how fun!
Yeah, kindergarten. Mommy, you can send me very well. And we want tennis shoes, and these aren't tennis shoes. Those are tennis shoes. I'm sorry.
You'll be sorry. I get it.
Well, I don't, because you guys are going to go outside and play, I know, and it's kind of muddy out. So wear one of those two, not your good ones, please. Okay. So, yeah, I would say write up, either, I would write it up, and then that way I have to present it to him.
Okay.
And I've already sent, the documentation that you sent over about the VA loan. So maybe, and I'll send that with it, like, hey, this is from that guy.
Yep.
Or that investor.
Yep.
Johnny's here now to pick you up. And maybe that will. Well, and I told him, I'm like, any offers that are actually in writing have to send over and you guys have to acknowledge. So
yep, fair enough.
That might help.
Okay, cool. Why don't I do that? I'll have my transaction coordinator draft something up and get it over to you. When you free up this evening, no rush. Do you mind texting me? Or I already sent you an email, so I have your email. So I'll email over something to you tonight or tomorrow, and we can see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
Have a good evening.
All right,
bye.
You too. All right, bye.
All right. So super interesting. There's some notes there. Did you guys get any of those? What were your guys' takeaway on that call right there? That was a follow-up call. The backstory on that one is another student, his name is Louis, cold called it. I came in and attempted to close it, and it all is stemming on his VA entitlements. And I submitted over how much entitlements he has left if we were to purchase his home using a subject to. And he presented that, or she presented that to the seller. They have yet to respond. And so my pivot is what, guys? I want to see it in the chat. I want to engage with you guys. That's why I typically do Zooms. I want to see someone in the chat if you guys can hear me and you're still here. Nothing. My pivot is agents are required to present all offers to their sellers. And she even said that multiple times in there, that if bingo, Bailey, is that I'm going to write up a full-on purchase offer. That'll take me 10 minutes to do. I have it automated in my system. And she will have to present that to her sellers. And now that seller has a formalized offer in their hand to look at, and that will provoke them to either say no, which is fine. I'm okay with no, you guys. I'm okay with yes, and I'm okay with no, and you guys have to be okay with both of those. You can't force a square peg into a round hole. Can we all agree on that? But I'm not okay with maybe. So I go for no, and then we wait 2 weeks and see if that's still a no. And we follow up. And we present them the offer, and then that's probably going to provoke them to do it through me. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to come on here and do it through a call. You can watch that through a conversation. This is what I'm doing every day, all day. I'm just now starting to record this content. I hope this helps you guys. I wish I could interact more with you guys here on this other than the chatting, but that's pretty much it. So you guys, but she has a fiduciary responsibility to present that to her sellers. Jesus, dude. I think it's my camera. So I'm gonna end the stream now. That was it for this one. We're gonna do better. I'm gonna get a freaking camera or something, or I'm gonna use my phone or something. I don't know. But thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you guys hitting the like, hitting the subscription, and all those things. I have a pro Zoom. I think I can live from the Zoom, can I? I don't know. But anyway, I'll figure it out, guys. Thank you so much. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, tell your friends, please. I want to build this up and provide so much content for you guys. I have some other ideas. What do you guys think of this? I think I'm going to go shoot some content at my Airbnbs and tell you about design decisions, how I bought it, interest rates, and all that kind of stuff. Would you guys get value out of kind of looking at an actual property? Let me know in the chat. No? Yeah, Lino? Okay, cool. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, Bailey. 100%, because you guys are here. Thank you guys so much. Hit me up on Instagram, please. DM me. I do respond. And the fact that you guys are freaking hanging out with me, I appreciate it so much. So thank you. We'll see y'all later.